Hey there, Sherry Rothwell here from Delish Diet, and I almost said my other Facebook page, Nutrition Wisdom. So I am here today to show you how to make cinnamon skinny bombs, which is a recipe I'm making for tonight for our group coaching program. So we have a live and virtual program where people who live in Kelowna are coming here live to my living room. And we are going to be learning how to implement the Delish Diet program. I have an e-course, of course, that you can do if you're a do-it-yourselfer. But what I've been finding is that people really need that ongoing support and community to implement what they learn. So I've created the Delish Diet group coaching program, and that starts tonight. And it's not too late to register. So if you're interested in joining us, just message me, and you can join from anywhere in the world. Now, for the cinnamon skinny bombs. What are skinny bombs? Skinny bombs are treats that we make in the Delish program that are made primarily of fat so that they don't stimulate insulin, which is your fat storage hormone. And these are treats that you can eat in between meals and as snacks, even before bed, that will allow you to satiate your cravings, fill in the gaps of, maybe any deficiency that you have in terms of feeding your endocrine system so that your metabolism works optimally. And they're just really yummy. So you can actually stick with the program because you don't feel like you're deprived. So I'm going to show you what we use to make skinny bombs. So the main ingredient for the most fat burning type of skinny bomb is to use coconut oil. You can use all sorts of different things today because I'm treating people. I'm actually going to use half coconut oil and half coconut manna because coconut manna is naturally sweet. And it gives it a little bit more texture than just the coconut oil. And just so you know, there are some carbs obviously in this. So 1 tablespoon has 3 grams of carbohydrate. So it will actually stimulate some insulin. So if you're wanting to lose weight fast, you need to make the skinny bombs with just coconut oil. If you don't mind being on the slow or luxurious path, which is the one I took, then you add all sorts of fun things to your skinny bomb recipes. And, you get more pleasure from the experience. So it just depends on what you're looking for. So today we're going to make the really pleasurable ones. We are also going to be using cinnamon. Cinnamon helps to balance your blood sugar levels. So this is a great one to do, especially when you first get started, which is why in this first session, we're going to be having these ones with the cinnamon in it to, have it as an ongoing recipe that you use to keep your blood sugar balanced while you're also treating yourself. And who doesn't love cinnamon? We also sweeten it with stevia. So stevia has no impact on your blood sugar levels, no calories. So we can actually have, the promise of this program, which is being able to let go of the weight without giving up the rich, creamy, sweet comfort foods you love. This recipe is a creamy comfort food, and it's sweet. And it will support you on your journey to losing weight without having to deprive yourself. So here we go. It's very, very simple. I will post this recipe above the video. That is a promise. But for now, as you're listening in, you can, let's see if I can put this on the actual, there we go, so you can see what I'm doing. All right. Let's go here. Oh, I need a knife. Oh, I got a knife. Yay. All right, so we're going to need to have a half a cup of coconut manna. Again, it's this, here's what it looks like inside. It's has a lot of meat in it rather than just being coconut oil. So I don't know if I'm going to have a half a cup exactly, but that's the point of this, how easy it is that you can actually, whatever I don't have in coconut manna, I'm going to use in coconut oil. So I need to have basically 1 cup of the base here of a skinny bomb, which is good quality fat. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this. It looks like I actually might have half a cup. Pretty simple. You just need a small little saucepan. Super easy treat that you can make. You can do all sorts of different ones. With coconut as the base, you can add flavor extracts and then stevia. You can also add your erythritol or monk fruit. That's half a cup to sweeten it, which also are no calorie, no impact on your blood sugar sweeteners that are natural. Okay, there we go. We're about to finish it off. And luckily, when it's summertime, I love that coconut oil is liquid, so we can actually pour it instead of having to deal with the hard part, which I just had to do with the other type of coconut product. So another half a cup of coconut oil. Okay, and then we're going to put a tablespoon of cinnamon in. Okay, I'm going to be moderate today because I'm teaching a class and I don't know what everybody's tastes are like. I'm going to put a tablespoon of cinnamon in, but when it's just for me, I would put like 3 tablespoons in. I really like cinnamon. Also, cinnamon naturally has that sweet flavor as well. So between the coconut manna and the sweetness of the cinnamon, I'm only putting 1 teaspoon of stevia in. However, you just adjust that based on your unique preferences for sweet things. Everybody's really different in that regards. Like some people's recipes I try and I just go, oh, that was way too sweet. I've had people tell me mine are too sweet. So, we're all different. You can adjust this recipe, this basic recipe, any way you like. You could put other herbs or spices in it. I could have put cardamom in it. Sometimes with this recipe, actually, I add orange extract. I'm just going to keep it simple tonight. And we're just going to try the plain cinnamon flavor. And so basically just turn your element on your stove and melt it so that they can be poured into silicone little candy tray things, right? So I'm just going to grab some of mine here. I've got a bunch of different ones. Got like heart-shaped ones and Christmas trees and ducks. Let's see what else I got here. I need to get more actually. For some reason, it's more fun when there's a lot of different options. I got cat heads when your food looks different. For making chocolate, I've got these ones for like the seashell effect, good for Christmas time. And even little chocolate bars that you can, I used coconut oil in this recipe, but you could actually use cocoa butter and make a product that will be solid longer at room temperature. You can actually take it with you. So you literally can take these treats on the road like you would a chocolate bar, right? And you're enjoying treats. You don't have to worry about getting hungry. It's one of the things about eating more fat is it's really satiating. So you're filling in your needs for good quality fats. You're getting that pleasure that we like from sweet foods, but still being able to lose weight, balancing your blood sugar because of the ingredients, right? The just the fat helps with that, and also the coconut manna. The coconut manna sometimes is, it takes a little bit to get melted in here. I have a chocolate recipe that you would like as well. That one is basically what you just saw me do here, but just with coconut oil I use. But of course, you could add coconut manna to anything. But, on a more regular basis, if you're in the phase where you're trying to lose weight faster, then of course we stick with just the coconut oil. But that recipe is equal parts coconut oil and cocoa powder, preferably raw cacao powder. And then we just add 3 tablespoons of powdered erythritol. Let's see if I have that on hand. I don't have a label, unfortunately, because I've been getting my bulk at the bulk barn. But basically, it looks like this. This one is a combination of monk fruit and erythritol, mostly erythritol, you can see because it's more white. This is a crystallized one, but I just put that in the coffee grinder to make it a powder. And if you prefer it to be crunchy chocolate, you just leave it like this. But 3 tablespoons of that and 3 drops of stevia. And you have homemade chocolate bars. And again, if you make it with cocoa butter instead of your coconut oil, then you will have something that's solid at room temperature. And you can go get those little wraps that you put at a baking store or the bulk barn and send them to school with your kids, right? This is a way of giving your kids treats that are actually healthy for them. So they don't feel like, they're getting deprived because, you're health conscious. Okay, so here we go. Just looks like not much. It doesn't look too appetizing at this point. But usually what also happens with this recipe is once I put them in the containers, the coconut or the cinnamon separates a little bit. So it looks really pretty. So part of it is whitish and the rest is brown on top, which is It just makes it look more gourmet. All right, so I'm just gonna pour it in my little molds here. I don't know if you can want to see this, but let's do this quickly, and then I won't bore you any longer with the details of this. But here we go. So I'm just gonna pour it from the pan into the little molds. And everyone who comes tonight live, unfortunately, if you attend this group coaching series virtually, you don't get these taste test. However, you do get a savings on the program because I don't have to feed you. So, that's the benefit, is you get to save some money, but the drawback is that you don't get to taste all these foods. However, of course, you do get all the recipes though. So that's, you can make it on your own. Okay, here I go. Okay, so that's gonna make, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in here, Skinny Bombs, and there's probably about another 4 or 5 left. So it's about 15 or so little treats. You can put these in the fridge. That's how they're going to harden up, is in the fridge. And because they're made of coconut oil, you're gonna have to eat them straight out of the fridge all the time. Because coconut oil melts, especially in the summer. So like I said earlier, if you want these to be something you can take with you, use cocoa butter, which is the same stuff they use to make chocolate, right? It's just that you're using better quality chocolate by using the raw cocoa powder, called cacao powder, and you're sweetening it with erythritol or stevia or monk fruit. All right, so you get to have your cake and eat it too. And again, I invite you, if you want to join this program, the group coaching program, message me here on Facebook and we'll get you in today so you can start with us tonight at 7. All right, bye for now.